Hi ladies and gentlemen, Sean Davies, Colorado Rainsman. I'm here on this beautiful March 5th, 2014 day here in Colorado. Rained a bit last night, a little slushy snow. Came out and it's a beautiful day today. We got bald eagles flying all over the place here. I'm in here today with Romeo. That's the name he came with, and as of today, I'm going to change that name. He's just too pretty and too sweet to be a rodeo, so I'm going to actually call him Romeo from now on. And part of that is he's got this one beautiful blue eye here. He's got a quarter blue eye. He's pretty flashy, and as he sheds out and you see more videos of him, you're going to see that he's a beautiful dark bay front and back, and he's got a real light, kind of light tannish center with dapples. He's still pretty hairy from the winter. He's just starting to shed a little bit, but Romeo's a pretty flashy little horse. Now, he came to me kind of a funky situation a fellow got himself into and wasn't going to be able to ride this horse, and apparently he had gotten him from a rescue, and on the paperwork it says he's a Mustang. Well, when that fella's sister-in-law contacted me and I went up and checked him out, first thing I did was look, and he does not have a freeze brand on his neck. So right away I knew he wasn't a BLM Mustang. Next option that he could be a Mustang is a reservation Mustang. He does have a funky hot brand back on this right hip, and it's not one that I recognize. I had a fellow named James Boudreau who delivered my beautiful gray mare Isabella to me say that he thought he recognized that brand from down south in Arizona area, that it might have been a Mexican brand. Well, that's fine. Either way, this little horse has just wonderful little personality. Now, he came to me, he didn't know a whole heck of a lot, where he had been out of touch with training. He'd been out in the pasture for probably a year or two. He's only about 6. He's a really wonderful horse. He just loves people. He's so smart. If he had fingers, he'd be playing chess. Now, I'm going to put Romeo through some work today. I've saddled him now twice. First time he wouldn't even let me get my saddle on him, bucked right out from underneath it. And I tried that from my usual right side. I had to work about 15 minutes to get a little McClellan where I could just set my little McClellan up on him and get him used to that. And he overcame it. Everything was fine. A week or two ago, or a couple weeks ago, I put my old colt starting saddle on from the left. He actually stood there pretty good, let me cinch it up, threw a little bit of a fit, little buck or two, nothing big. Got out of it, then he worked fine. Now, Monday I did a lesson with Romeo with one of my students, and actually saddled him up with my wade, put it on the right side. He stood stock still, cinched him up, never threw a fit, never even humped up, and actually at the end I stood in the stirrup and leaned over him. He was a little tired already, and I said, well, you know what, buddy, I'm going to ride you next time. So what I'm hoping to do today for you is work him through some things. I'm going to get him working around the barrels and with the tarps, and me mounting him is going to be very anticlimactic. So stay tuned. We're going to get to work right now. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get Romeo warmed up here, and then I'm going to go to put the saddle on him and do the rest of the work with the saddle on him. I'm going to use my stick and my plastic bag here, and be real. This horse is very sensitive, so I'm going to ask him to back up. You see, he knows what's coming. I'm just going to ask him to back up. Now, I've worked with him about 7-8 times, and that right there shows the sensitivity of him. Energy on, off. On, off. That's where you want to be. Okay? So I'm going to back him up, move his shoulder, direct right here, move his shoulder, keep a step over. Now, this is the same stuff you see me do a million times because it works. Now, I'm lined up with this hip right here. I've got a nice line from his nose back to me with my halter. Shape him up right here. Pick up my energy just a little bit and 1001, 1002, 1003. He didn't go. There he went. Just a little raise of my bag and he moved on. Now I've got this lead rope just draped over my hand here, real soft. And he's in a nice little trot. Not really pulling on me too much. If he does, I'm just going to lift my hand and raise that shoulder and drive him forward. Just like that. You see him coming in on the bend. I'm going to bring him down. Beautiful transition. I like this little horse. I have a feeling that Romeo got himself in trouble by being too smart. He's probably smarter than most of the people that ever had any contact with him. And he's a sensitive horse. And he probably got in trouble, and that's why he ended up at a rescue and ended up getting taken by somebody who really didn't know a whole lot. And he tried some games with me the first couple times I worked with him, just didn't really work out for him. Move that hip, direct him, let him think. Come this way. Just gonna move him right here. So I just block that direction. So I'm gonna just move him forward, get in my position, wait for that hip, then I can walk. He says, "Oh, I'm gonna get all spooky." Who cares? I don't care about that little stuff. Let him do his thing, and he gets right back in the position. Look at him. He says, "I'm going to be a brat." He is a little bit of a brat sometimes, but I don't hold it against him. I like his personality. He's kind of looking at me like, "Yeah, buddy, you want to get on me today? I'm going to be a wild horse." He's got the personality of a Mustang. See, he's still trying to get in his position, not in mine. There we go. Now I can look around my circle and say, move forward, don't have to pull. Look at him. He's got his ears back. He doesn't put his ears back in meanness. He puts his ears back in playful. So I'm still just warming him up, moving him around. I'm going to ask him to canter here. I'm going to let him get out a little bit. He's stopping there and pushing on me. Now, so he took off the wrong lead. Watch, he'll switch here in just a second. He knows his leads. And there he goes. He did a beautiful flying lead change. Good boy. Then I'm going to step under right here and bump his butt. Stop him dead. Back him up, move that shoulder. Get him cantering here. Good boy. Good boy. Switch again. Push him here and get him on his correct lead. There we go. This horse is going to be a beautiful flying lead change. He's got beautiful movement. Now I'm going to come around here. I'm going to change my tool, slide my hand, pull his eye and step his butt. Right there. Back him up and relax. Good boy. I'm going to feed him in, feed into him right here. Pet him. What's up, big baby? Yes, sir. He's a big old baby. He really likes people. He's like the first one to come to the gate and talk to you. Now, he has a little habit. He likes to push on you. And when he does, I'm going to scratch him real hard. Push that off. But he's getting better. He's learning that that's not the thing to do. Now, I trimmed him for the first time that I've had him the other day. And his feet, he did real well with his feet. And he's picking up his feet nicely for me. He stands tied real well. He leads well. I took him down the trail adjacent to here for the first time the other day on Monday. And he went over the bridges with no problem. So he did a lot of really good stuff. So I'm going to grab my saddle pad and let him see that, and I'm going to go ahead and saddle him up again today. So 1 second. I'm just going to let him smell the saddle pad here. I got a pad and a blanket on here. Good boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go over here and rub his shoulder with it. Just going to set it up on his back. That's not too big of a deal, is it, young man? Not too big of a deal. No, sir. No, sir. Now, I just want him standing there and thinking. It's no big deal. Good boy. Good boy. Now it's a little wet out here. I could have my saddle just, you know, tipped up out here on the ground, but it's a little wet from last night's rain, so I'm going to grab my saddle here real quick. I'll let him smell this saddle. It's a good boy. Just pet him right here. I'm going to step back here. Just put this lead rope over his neck. Now, if he wants to move around a little bit, I would like him just to stand still. And if he goes silly on me, I'll change the way I'm doing things. So I'm just going to stand here. And I'm going to set it up here. Good boy. Now, if he bucks up out from underneath that saddle, oh well. Now, I saddle my horses 99% of the time from this right side. And here's the reason why. I got all my rigging latched up right here. I'm going to drop it down. Get everything situated. Get my stirrup lined up. Make sure there's no twists or turns. And now, he's a good boy. I'm going to just politely come over on this side, pet him here, put my lead rope up here. Now I'm not hooking my arm through, because I want him just to feel like if he wants to leave, he can leave. He'll end up back here and we'll go through the whole thing, but he's okay. I'm going to get my latigo straightened out here. The way I have these folds, I'm going to stand here, reach under, grab my cinch, put it through my roller, and pull down. Good boy. I'm going to get a wrap. Now all my work has been about getting Rodeo to trust me. Right there. Now I'm going to put my arm through here. And I've got one wrap there. That's probably enough to keep it from sliding underneath me. And I'm going to reach under and grab my back cinch. Just get that a couple. That lightly moved right there. He's a good boy. Just going to let him think about that. He's not showing any signs of tenseness. This is all I accomplished today. As good as that was Monday and as good as it is today, I could quit in a few minutes and be happy, but I want to push him a little bit. I'm going to work him a little bit. I'm going to get my final wrap here. He's a good boy. Now I'm going to take up on this cinch just a little bit, right there, and rub him. I want to get one notch. Right there. A little bit more. There. And then I'm going to back that off. Lock that notch down. So that's snug, but not super tight. If you go too tight on that, you're just going to cause him to buck. Now I just want that ladder to go up out of the way. Now, I don't think he's going to buck when I move him off. But I'm going to get in front of him, slightly to the side, so if he does go up in the air, he's not going to jump straight on me. I'm going to back him up. I'm going to direct him. I'm going to look where I want him to go. I'm going to push that front end over. Push it over. And I'm going to ask him to do something he knows, and that's go around me. Pushing that eye right there. So there's nothing about his eye that's telling me he's going to give me a fit right now. Pushing him, pushing him. Ask him to try. He's pulling on me. I don't want him to pull on me. I want him to go forward. Good boy. Good boy. And that's all the trot I need. Walk forward. I'm going to slide my hand right here, disengage him, back him up, and then direct. So I just push that shoulder over. That's smooth as silk. I love this horse. Of course, I bet you guys hear me say that about a lot of horses. Hey, I love most of them, or all of them. My problem is I love them too much. Once I get them beautifully trained and softened up, it's hard for me to sell them. But that's why I ask good money. He's got one heck of a trot. I'm going to change him right here. I'm going to come in and pet him. Bring him out here so you can see him. Nothing bothering him right now. Now this horse is extremely sensitive to body position. I'm going to take this up a couple notches. Around. Now I just went up 3 more holes. I'll probably go up another hole or 2. Now I'm going to grab my flag real quick. Energy. Up here and get my glove away. He just stands there for me. I'm going to ask him to back up. I'll move that shoulder. I'm going to ask him to move forward here a little bit. Now, if he gets stupid on me, I'm going to really start disengaging him and moving him. Look around my circle here. Get him to move out a little bit. Nice. If he was going to buck, he would have bucked right there. Good boy. I'm going to bring him down. Good boy. Now I'm going to disengage him right here. Look at that rear end. Back him up. Close this door. Direct this way. Beautiful job, young man. I know he goes in and out of frame, but believe me, it was beautiful. I'll try to get over this way. I'm filming myself today. You guys always know when I film myself, you can't see that much. But it's better than nothing, I hear. See, I'm making this real low impact for him right now. Now, when I round pin him, I'll push him a little bit. If he wants to buck, he's out there. I'm going to push him through it. Hey, quit pulling on me. Quit pulling on me. So right there, he wanted to pull on me. So I'm going to disengage him right here. Move that. Move that. Move that. See, right here, he's trying to take control. I'm not going to let him. I'm going to bump his butt right here and move him. I'm not going to let him drive through me. Moving. Moving. Okay? Moving. Close that door. Start getting his brain back on me. Now we got some heavy equipment working on the trail over there, and he's hearing that, and he said, well, I want to worry about that instead of you. Well, that's not going to work for me. Good boy. He knows when he gets on my, if he starts getting on my list. He doesn't want to be on my list. He has to work hard if he gets on my list. Right now I want him to work easy. And I'm going to say, hey. Now let him relax right there. Now that mentality. I could have made a big deal about him wanting to pull on me and getting crazy. So what did I do? Disengage that hind end, move him back, move his shoulders, work him back and forth, get his brain back, and go back to simple work. Very easy. If you go to yanking on him, pulling on him, and jerking all the time, and smacking him around, and getting mad, yelling at him, you don't do any good. So the next thing I'm going to do with Rodeo today is just bring this bag up here, let him smell it. Because he sees that as an energy tool. Now I'm going to really have to concentrate on relaxing my energy here, because I do not want them to be afraid of the bag. I get so many people that tell me, my horse is deathly afraid of plastic. Well, here's news for you. Your horse is not afraid of plastic, okay? He's not afraid of that scary bag. It's afraid of how it's been presented to them, okay? How you present that bag. If he was scared of this bag, he'd be on the other side of this arena right now, okay? My energy. Remember, if you're Iron Man and you got your little beam of energy coming out of your chest that way, my energy's over here, so I can do this. And he's not really affected that badly. Now, if I did that, if I brought my energy at him and turned and did that, I want him to move. Well, I wanted him to get comfortable with the bag, so I'm going to relax here, let him smell it. Now, if he moves, I don't change my energy. See, I'll rub him with it. I'll say, you don't have to be afraid of that. Oh, sure, because that bag is good for it. He goes, oh my goodness. Thing's not killing me. Okay. He says, I can handle that. Now I'm going to get it on this other side here. Who's a good boy. I'm going to bring it up to this eye. To his blue eye, and I'm going to rub him right there. No. Not too worried about it, so he can't be afraid of the plastic. And if he moved, I'd just keep working it till he wasn't afraid of it. What do you think the plastic bag is the precursor to? The tarp. If he's not afraid of this, he's not going to be that afraid of the tarp the way I introduce it to him. Because I want that tarp hanging off this saddle without him worrying about it too terribly much. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to come here, and I'm going to relax. I'm rub him, and I'm going to bring this up here. Get it in that other eye. He's not too worried about that. And I'm going to bring it over here. Bring it over here. Who loves this horse? I do. Now, when I first got this horse in, this horse be up and over this arena already, just because he hadn't had this kind of work. Good boy. Now, if I wanted him to move off the pressure of the bag, what would I do? I'd change my energy. Get in a position right here. I'm going to hold this lead rope. And I'm going to ask that rear end to move. I'm going to ask that rear end to move. I'm just going to say move. Move. Right there. And then I'm going to come back in and rub him with the bag, because the bag was not moving him. My energy was. He says, oh. See, I can rub that hip and he's not going to move. Now, if I change my energy, say move, my energy is saying move. Now I'm going to turn my energy off and say slow down. Then I'm going to pet him with the bag, and he doesn't worry about the bag, so everybody should be getting that now. Okay? not moving off the bag. That's just an aid in my energy. My energy sets on, then the bag informs him to move off of it. Same thing with this side. I'm going to get between his head and shoulder. Raise his shoulder up a little bit. I'm going to say move that hip. Move that shoulder. Move that shoulder. Move that hip. Okay? Move that shoulder. I don't care if he does that. Move that shoulder. I'm not putting that much pressure on him. I don't want to freak him out right now. Move that shoulder. Disengage that hip. Move that shoulder. Hold that shoulder up. Forward motion, disengage. Right there. Let go of my energy. Come in here and pet him with the bag. Oh, he didn't move, did he? So he's not afraid of the bag. That's all I'm going to say about that. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. I could get on this horse right now. Who cares? I could get on a lot of horses. It's how we end that's matter. It matters. Now, I've got a nice little tarp right here. Now, if I came up to him and did this, guess what? He's going to be afraid of that. So, how about we do this? How about we do this? Good boy. Now, if he wants to leave, he's going to be able to leave. So I got to get this right here and rub him on the neck with it. So if he wants to leave, he gets to leave. But let's walk away. Before he leaves, I'm going to leave. Where is he? Right behind me. He goes, hey, mister. Now you'll have seen videos with tarp work with Rocket and a whole bunch of other horses I work with. Not going to be any different. You know why? It works. I'm going to come back here and rub the saddle. If he wants to leave, he can leave. But before he does, I'll leave. I'll let him think about it. And just go, well, shoot, that wasn't killing me. You know, that big old thing, it's a nice brush. So I'll come over on this side and I'll say, hey, right brain, right ear, right eye, right nose, smell that, and walk away. This is such a simple technique. Anybody can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Lower my energy, come in here and rub him on the neck, the shoulder. Now if he wanted to leave, he can leave. Walk away. See, I got all day. Beautiful day, I got all day. This is the third, fourth horse I've worked today, and every one of them, if anything went wrong, I got all day to fix it. Okay? But it didn't take all day. Take your time. Go. Now don't block. Come in here. I'll pet him right there. I'll rub him right there. And say, you don't have to worry about a thing, young man. You don't have to worry about a daggum thing. No, you don't. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Romeo is the type of horse that will play with the tarp. Now I'm going to open it up a little bit. Come back on this side. Just let him smell it and walk away. Just step away. Come back over here. He's licking and chewing. He says, I don't really care. This is a good boy. So you thought about leaving, but why leave when you're getting petted? And I'm going to walk off. He goes, oh, I've got to go with you. That was feeling good. You're an all right horsey. And then I'm going to come in here. Make sure he doesn't block me. Pet him on this side. Oh, make some noise with it. He's a good boy. Yes, you are. Don't overlove your horses. Good boy. Good boy. Now this horse moves with a beautiful natural collection. And what I mean by that is, if I put a little pressure right here, he gives me that. Now, I don't want him moving back yet, right there. Good boy. This horse is going to be beautiful. He's just going to he's going to be sexy. Okay. Now I'm going to open it up a little bit more. Okay. I'll open it up a little bit more. Okay. I'll put it up here a little bit. Good boy. Says, I'm a good boy. So I'm going to ask him to stand still. I'm going to toss it up here. I don't know about you, but this horse doesn't mind a tarp. If I can do that, that's a good boy. Oh, he's a big baby. He's a good junior. Oh, now see, that's his little rub thing, so I don't want to encourage that. Don't do it. Good boy. I'm going to come over here. Notice this horse hadn't run off once, and if he ran off once, who cares? I'm just going to rub him. Rub him. I'm going to toss it up here a little bit. Good boy. Good boy. Now, you'd think this horse is dead broke. I can guarantee you he wasn't. He's a good boy. Good boy. Now, getting up on him is going to be fairly anticlimactic, I believe. But I want him so used to stuff, things that are not going to be a problem. Now, I've got a night latch on my saddle, just a strap that goes through. I'm just going to move that through there a second. And I'm going to come over here, let him walk with me, and I'm going to get my stick. Now he has to pay attention with that on both sides. Sometimes I do it just on one side, sometimes I do it two, but I think this horse has kind of progressed to a point that I don't need to just mess around with it on one side, but I can always go back to one side. So I just want to move him around a little bit. I'm going to ask him to back up. I'll back him up. I'm going to move his shoulder. Now he wants to stick close to me because that predator's on his back right now. But I'm just going to ask him to move around. Now if this horse was going to buck, this is going to be the time to do it. Keeping my energy real neutral. Says, I'm a little worried, Dad. I'll say, don't worry about a thing, young man. Just going to keep him moving. He stops and braces up. Keep him moving. He's getting used to it. It's no big deal. Get him in boy. Good boy. Good boy. Got excited there. I'm not going to let him lose me. I'm not going to let him lose me. I'm not going to let him lose me. Right there. Good boy. You got excited. You got excited. I'm not letting him lose me. He lost me for a second. Lost his mind with me a second. That flew up and he got worried. He just learned it didn't kill him. I paid attention to him. Right there. Right there. I'm saying, don't lose me on that side. Pay attention to me. There we go. Watch, I just raise that lead rope a little bit. Send him. Send him. Good boy. Now I'm going to change that. I'm going to back him up. I'm going to direct him. Send him off this way. I don't want him to lose me. If something bothers him, he needs to look for me. If I'm not excited, he shouldn't get excited. Good thing is he didn't blow up and buck. He just ran a little bit. Came out of it. Now he's moving forward real nice. I'm saying move forward. Good boy, look at that. He's got a floaty trot dive for. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. He's getting a little worried. I'm going to say stay with me. Push him a little bit. I want to push him. I don't want to, play tiddlywinks with him all the time. I don't want to baby him. I want to say, work through that, young man. Starting to get excited. He lost me. Look at him. See, he lost me. So, I'm going to say, quit losing me. Quit losing me. Quit losing me. I'm bumping him. I'm bumping him. Say, stay with me. There. Bring them through that. If they don't get through something like that, what happens when you're out on the trail? Your raincoat comes loose on the saddle. You got to just be able to lift up that inside rein and disengage him and calm him down. Let him know you're there, or he'll be a mile down the road and you'll be sitting with your butt on the ground. He just said, oh my goodness. Now I'm going to put some pressure on him. He's going to be paying more attention to me than that thing on his back. I ask him to move out a little bit. Come on. Good boy. See, now he's figuring out, heck, if all he's got to do is run, and it's not killing him. Look at that. He's not panicking. Oh, I like this. I like this. Look at that. There we go. Oh, that's just sexy. See, he's got that in his brain now that thing's not killing him. Good boy. Boy, today is a life changer for this horse. Good boy. I'm going to slide my hand right here, step toward him. I'm just going to bump him right there. Back him up. I'm going to be bringing him into me. Just bring him into me. Petty. Ah, that's a life changer right there. Mind changer. Look at him. He's just going, oh man, I got through it, Dad. I got through it. Now I want to step a little bit to the side just in case he decides that he lost me again. He's a good boy. He really is, folks. He's not going to be a panicky horse. Give me a heck of a trail horse. He can jump. He's a heck of a little jumper. I'm going to work him over these barrels a little bit. Oh, don't push him. He does have a bad habit. He pushes. But that's why his name's going to be Romeo now, because I don't want him to be Rodeo. I don't want him to be a scary named horse. You know, Rodeo makes people think that he's going to blow up and buck. Well, you would have seen it just then. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. All right? Now I'm going to canter him off to my right here. Move that shoulder. Now I got to get that left rein, figuring out that cantering on that side's not going to hurt him either. Switch. It's off in the rear end right now. Good boy. Good boy. Doesn't bother him. Not bothering him a bit. On the wrong lead right there. There we go. Beautiful flying lead right there. Nothing bothers him there, folks. Nothing bothers him. Squeeze my rein right there. Don't jerk your head off it. You don't have to. Good boy. Good boy. Bring him in here. Pet him on this side. But it's a big baby. Don't rub me. Hey, stop. Stop. Let me pet you. And that's something to learn. You pet them. Don't let them pet you. They'll pet you with that 100-pound head and you'll go flying. Good boy. Now, if he wants to run off and leave me, you can do it right there. Good boy. Now, as I progress with him down the road, I'm going to have a rope dragging this thing around. I want to ride this horse today. I don't want to freak him out too much. Push him over the top. That's a lot of work. I'm going to see how he's going to do now that he's used to this, how he's going to do just walking across a tarp and maybe jumping over some barrels. So let's set up the barrels and the tarp real quick, and I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I've set up a tarp, and I actually set up the reflective side, because the reflective side with horses, the way they see, they don't know if that's a big deep hole or it's a 2 inches of water. So this is really going to help me with crossing water and things like that. But it's also just gaining that confidence in me. Now, I absolutely know what this horse is going to do. And you can sit at home and go, oh, he's not going to go over that. I guarantee you, he's going to go over it. So I'm going to back him up. I'm going to move that shoulder. I'm going to ask him to go around me. I'm just going to direct with this hand. I'm going to start looking over that tarp right there. I put those barrels up to help me. I knew what he was going to do. Direct, push that shoulder. This is very unexciting, I know. Back him up, move that shoulder, move his shoulder over, push him right here, push him. Get him to come out. Then I'm going to disengage him, back him up, move that shoulder, move him through. I'm going to disengage him, back him up. Good boy. And pet him right there. That's pretty easy stuff. Good boy. Now, good boy. I'll back him up. I'm going to disengage him, direct him through. I'll walk with him. Pull his eye, we'll look at his rear end, back him up, move his shoulder, we'll drive him through, Now, this is the first time I've done this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to pull his eye, look at his butt, stop him. I think he's getting ready to ride. Good boy. Good boy. Now, let's see if he'll go over these barrels. Now, I've actually sent him over the barrels before, so it's not exactly too much of a challenge for him. Back up. Up and over. Oh, that was ugly. That was ugly. Come on, drive through. Yep. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. That's a nice one. Very good. Good young man. He goes, I want to do it again. I want to do it again. That was ugly. All right, let's see if he can do it with him up on end. Woo, good boy. Beautiful. That's a good try. That's all I'm going to ask of him there. Come on. He says, I want to do it again. Come here, Junior. Good boy. Woo. Now, Romeo, he's a little out of shape. He's hot. So my big finale is I'm going to get on him for the first time. So stay tuned. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is about time for me to man up and get on this little wild horse. Now, a lot of you have seen me ride first time many times, and I don't foresee a lot of problem. The first few seconds are going to tell me where we're at, and I don't think I'm going to have a big problem. Fix up a rein here real quick. I'm going to ask him to bend, see if I've got his head. That's pretty good. Good boy. Good boy. Now I'm going to ask him to bend slightly. Just hold still. And I'm going to get the stirrup situated. Put my foot in it. Boy, he braced up real quick, didn't he? Boy, he's got to get used to me right there. See, I can jump off in a second if I need to. Very good. You didn't get too stupid. I see the other day, Monday, I got on this horse, just leaned across him, he didn't even move an inch. So, this tells me that he's had an issue before. And now I'm going to just reset my mind, reset my energy, because when he moved, I felt myself start to get tense. Well, I already was behind the game right there. So I'm going to ask myself to calm down and chill and breathe. Good boy. Good boy. And I just want to bend him again. Real gentle. Good boy. I want to hold my hand in his mane. I want to pet him. See, he's wanting to back up on me. I want to pet him. Just going to pet him right there. got to stand still or I can't get on. Now, I'm going to probably put my leg over this next time. I got him to stand still. I'm going to let him go right there. He's a good boy. Really got to get my energy right. If I don't have my energy right with this horse, it's all going to go wrong. Now he's standing still. Go and brace right there. I don't want him braced. Braced at all. Rub him. It'll take as much time as it needs. He likes people. I want him to like people. All right, Junior. Just want to take as much time as he needs. Wants to relax, if he wants to move, that's fine. Good boy. Good boy. Rub him. Let's just ask him to move that front. Move the step I'm going to give to him. Ask him to move a little bit. He moved the step I'm going to give to him. Letting him know he can move his feet. Just move it. He moved his feet, he can move his feet. All the way around. That was pretty good. Good boy. He says, "You're not killing me. You're not killing me." Oh, there's my big give, folks. My big give right there. Licking and chewing. Good boy. Good boy. Now I'm going to ask him to move. Spanking the ground. Good boy. Good boy. Correcting him. Let's just get him to move. Boy, I don't know if this horse has ever been ridden, to tell you the truth. I don't know if this horse has ever been ridden. I'm just pumping my legs real light. And I don't want to do too much of that. I'm going to spank my leg. I'm going to spank his hip. And say, let's move. I'm saying, let's go this way. Come on. There, you move. Good boy. Good boy. I don't care where this horse goes right now. As long as he goes. I don't care where he goes, as long as he goes. He's swishing his tail. I want him to relax. right there. Oh, it's surprising. Hey, that was real good. He walked all the way around the doggone arena. He figured out I wasn't going to kill him. Good boy. If this horse has been ridden, it ain't too much. I'm going to tell you that right now. Good boy. Now I'm going to push this rein forward, roll my hip forward, spank my leg, spank my leg, spank my leg, tap his butt, get him going forward. There we go. Who cares where he goes? Let's pick up our right rein and barely squeeze it. And now I'm going to tap my leg, tap him forward, pick up my right rein, barely touch it. I'm going to pump him forward a little bit. Tap my leg. Who cares where he goes? See, he understands that rein. I'm going to pump him with my left rein, pump him with my left leg, turn him this way, bump him with my right leg, and tap my leg. Now he's moving off of that. Good boy. Good boy. I'm going to rub his butt. He says, oh my God. Oh my God. I got to get him unbraced right there. Good boy. Good boy. He said, oh my God. Who cares? I'm going to tip his nose right here. Got a little stiff. I'm going to bump him on my right leg right there and let him move out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let him go. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm asking him to move. He gets braced. He steps and braces. I'm pumping him. There you go. Good boy. Pumping him. Let's move. Let's move. Good boy. Let's pick up this rein a little bit. Move him. Pump him right here. Pump him. Come on. Good boy. Pick up my left rein a little bit. Just direct him right here. Direct him right there. Pump him with my right leg a little bit. Tap my butt. That's my leg. Tap his butt. Walk him around. This horse don't know much. Good boy. I'm going to bend him to my right. Good boy. Bend him to my left. Good boy. I'll bend him to my right. Good boy. Head him. Now this horse is showing me that he wants to brace up to go forward. Now I can push him and maybe get him to buck, or I could get off or wait for one of my people here with a flag. Now, I'm going to tell you to do what I say, not what I do. I don't have anybody here doing a first ride on a horse. Not the smartest idea all the time. Good boy. He's starting to loosen up a little bit. Starting to loosen up. He stiff-armed me there. Right there he let go. Good boy. I'm going to feed this. Bump him with my right leg. Bend him to the right. There we go. Bump him with my left leg. Bump him with my left leg. Just lightly tap him. Telling him, bring your head over here, Junior. Bring your head over here. There we go. So I'm switching eyes and switching brains. So to finish what I was saying, wear a helmet on your first rides. Now I'm going to ask him to drop his nose. Right there. I'm going to say go forward. Come on. Go forward. Go forward. Go forward. Good boy. Hey, 2 steps forward. Good enough. Bend him left. Bump him with my right leg. Bend him right. Look at this baby. Good boy. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can get him going. Come on. Come on. I want to get him going. Come on. Come on. Come on. He'll trot a couple feet, that's all I want. Come on. Come on. Come on. See, he braces up right there. Come on. Come on. Brace up. Don't brace up. Don't brace up on me. I'm going to ask him to back up. Hey, he's got a hell of a backup right there. Good boy. That was a hell of a backup. Ask him to drop his nose a little bit. Right there. Ask him to drop his nose. See, I'm getting so much good that I may not get my forward today. I don't know much about this horse. Good boy. Now, first time rides on horses that I started from scratch, that I know their history, they've never been worked, I get them walk, trot, and cantering the first ride. If I do that with this horse, I can end this real ugly. So, I'm going to ask him to go forward. Come on. Go forward. Don't push on me. Go forward. There's a step. Good boy. I really don't worry about him bucking too much, but you know, I got his brain in a nice place. So sometimes go with your first instinct. I got him in a pretty good place. I want to say, good boy. I say, good boy. Bend him. Bump him. Bend him. Now I'm going to go ahead and get off, because you know what? That's good enough for me. I'm going to get my toe in the stirrup, my right foot out, and just get off. Good boy. Walk off. Make it one fell swoop. Whew. So I really like to get that walk, trot, and canter that first ride. But I can feel him. He's not there yet. One or two rides more, and he's going to flow out like it wouldn't be anything. And I will get one of my helpers in here with a flag and help push him out. Because if I push him right now, he's stopping and bracing up. Well, sometimes colt starting's not a one-man job. Sometimes it's a two-man job. You know, I could push him. Sure, I can get my lariat and I can smack my leg and smack his butt and drive him forward, and he might buck, and I want to get his brain where I know his brain needs to be. So maybe next ride you'll see it. 2-3 rides in, if I get a nice walk, trot, and canter 2 rides in, hell, this is the first time that this horse has been ridden since I've had him, and probably within the last 2 years. So, and maybe even longer. And I don't think he's ever been ridden very much, I'll tell you. I can tell. He never had too much going on. So, stay tuned. Hey, he's petting me again. Stay tuned for Mr. Romeo. He is going to be a wonderful horse, and I've really had a good time with him today. You're going to see more of him real soon. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Davies with Colorado Raidsman. And stay tuned.